Good morning, everybody, from beautiful Cozumel, Mexico. Actually, you can definitely tell it's raining over there, so I wonder if that's leaving us or if it's heading this way. Either way, it doesn't matter. We don't have any excursions or anything planned today, so if it rains, we'll just spend the day on the ship. Right now, it's about 7:30. So my husband and I are heading up to get breakfast, and then we'll wait for the rest of the group to get moving. They don't move as quick as us in the morning because they got little kids. So guys, when you're coming to Cozumel Port, if you don't have a backpack and you don't want to go through the huge crowds in the duty free, go out the side. If you don't have a backpack, you can go straight through there. So we're in Carnival's terminal here at Cozumel. It's called Puerto Maya. So Royal Caribbean terminal is over there. You can see where the Margaritaville is there. And then of course we have Ruby Princess in here with us. We were supposed to have the Carnival Breeze in here with us, but it doesn't seem to be here yet. Fountain. Lots of shopping in this port, that's for sure. Unfortunately, there's no beach right at the port in Cozumel. If you want to go to the beach, you have to take a tour or you have to take a taxi to a beach club. No beach at the Cozumel port.
Yeah, I think so. Go check.
Bring the baby. What's the baby's name?
No, thank you. They're just blowing in the wind.
I mean, there's pretty much all the same things in this port as there is in pretty much any other Mexican port you're going to go into, or any other cruise port, that's for sure. See? Better? Check out the fountain.
Let's check out the bird. The random tree. That's a waving tree. Where the heck is the water?
Look, there's a turtle in there. Watch. Here, Alex.
Look at a brown spot.
He's coming around this way.
Look at right there.
So guys, this is about as close to a beach as you're going to get here in Cozumel. It's just a little sandy area here by the Puerto Maya sign with the ships in the background. It's a nice little place though to sit on chairs in some shade, check out the ships. No swimming though, but it's still a nice spot. All the fish are waiting to be fed. Look at that big one there.
Oh yeah, eh?
Cool, eh, Zach?
Here, guys.
These nachos are so big you could feed 4 people with them.
Ready? Everybody, come in.
Okay, we are back on the ship. It is a warm day. So we got off the ship. We walked around the port here in Port Maya. I believe that's called Port Maya. A little bit. Well, I didn't do some shopping. My brother and sister-in-law did some shopping. We don't usually shop that much when we're on cruises. But we just walked around the port, checked out everything they had. We went and saw that little fountain area where they have a couple of turtles. The kids got a kick out of that. And then we headed to Ruby Tuesdays because the kids can feed the fish there at Ruby's Tuesdays. So we just ate. We had some chicken nachos. The prices were really good. My husband got a couple of margaritas in their little, here I'll show you, like specialty cups there. Yeah, so we ate our nachos. The kids fed the fish, which was really funny. They were obsessed with feeding fish. All you have to do is ask your waiter for fish food and he'll bring out like a stack of little tortillas and you just throw them into the fish and feed them there. And then we headed back onto the ship and now I think we're going to change into our swimsuits and hit the pool. Well, I have to change to my swimsuit because I need to go in a pool because it's hot. Okay guys, I am back in the room now. I'll give you a rundown on what we did for the rest of the day. So we went to, my husband and I went to the pool and the hot tub in the aft of the ship. Ooh, I just noticed my shoulders are a little red from today. But yeah, so we went to the pool in the aft of the ship. Which is 2 decks below where the mini golf is and the water park, because we knew eventually my sister and my sister-in-law and my brother and their kids and the rest of our group would end up at the water park with the small kids. While at the water park, we just watched the kids play and my husband fed my nephews a copious amount of ice cream, which they made a complete mess with, but they absolutely love it. And then after the water park, we all kind of went our separate ways because the way this ship works with dining times is the buffet doesn't open until 6. But the little kids can't be dropped off at the kids camp until 6. So we try to have supper after 6 when the kids are dropped off because they don't want to sit in a restaurant and eat supper. So then my brother had to find somewhere to get the kids supper, but the only places open between 5 and 6 is Guy's Burgers. And that's it. Guy's Burgers, Deli, and Pizza. So really the only option out of there for the kids to eat is the pizza because Shack's Chicken closes at 5, Eat Streets closes at 4, and then the buffet doesn't open until 6. We're running into a lot of problems with that on Carnival Celebration, with dining open times and show times and things just conflicting and just not being very well scheduled, I have to say. It's been kind of a downfall for that. But anyways, after we all met up again, my husband and I went to the buffet. Now, usually, you guys have watched my vlogs, you know that we don't go to the MDR really ever. We almost always exclusively eat in the buffet. And we're generally not that picky when it comes to the buffet. We are pretty much good with anything. This is probably one of the first times that I really didn't like the food in the buffet at all. Like, it wasn't good. Normally I would never leave food on my plate, but I couldn't finish eating it. I got the tilapia. I don't know if it wasn't cooked properly, but it wasn't very good at all. The rice wasn't good. Mashed potatoes were good. They had a Parmesan chicken, which is kind of good, but the chicken tasted more like fish than it did chicken. So I'm like, oh, is this supposed to be fish? But no, it definitely said it was chicken, so I'm not sure about that. It did have a cashew butter chicken, which was okay, but I'm not used to eating butter chicken without naan or rice, so just butter chicken on its own doesn't really go. And there was no naan. The only breads available were dinner biscuits. So I don't know. The buffet was not good. And the buffet in the Celebration looks deceptively large, you're going to have so many options, but really you don't. Because all the stations are exactly the same. So there was probably like what, 6 options, 6 or 7 on the buffet, and then the salad bar, and then that's it. So they're really, I know Carnival's really cutting back on their buffets. I noticed that on the Spirit, I noticed it on the Magic, and now I'm noticing it again on the Celebration. So it's not like it's a one-time thing. Carnival is definitely cutting back on their buffets. So yeah, dinner was disappointing. But after dinner, we went to the Grand Spectrum Theater for Family Feud. I do have to say, Family Feud was really well done. It actually felt like you were at a taping of Family Feud, except instead of Steve Harvey, we had Lee, our cruise director, who, although he's not Steve Harvey, he did a good job, and he tries. But yeah, they do a really, really good job on Family Feud. I thought it was a really fun thing to watch. And then after Family Feud, we went to Center Stage to watch the Magnificent Circus, I believe it's called. So this was kind of a disappointment too, because like I don't know, I said this yet in the last vlog, Center Stage is a really cool concept, but not executed well at all. I'm going to show you guys tomorrow when we're in port in Costa Maya, because we're not really doing anything. We're going to stay mostly on the ship. So while Center Stage isn't busy, I'm going to show you how bad the lines of sight are in Center Stage for watching shows. There are only very specific areas in Center Stage that you can sit that you're going to have a good line of sight, and there's just not very many of them.
Standing room only is probably the best line of sight in it.
Yeah, if you're standing. Oh, and also, we've noticed if you are not at these shows an hour early, you're not getting a seat. It's too small of a venue, and within an hour and a half of the show, it is full. And that's it. So do you really want to have to go an hour and a half to an hour early to every single show in Center Stage to even just try to get a seat and then just sit there? Like, I know people harp on Royal Caribbean for having to book your seats ahead of time and your shows ahead of time. I would rather book my seat at a show I want to see ahead of time than having to sit somewhere for an hour and a half just to be able to have a seat at a show. Yeah, to kind of be able to see it, not even fully see, just half see. And I feel bad because the performers are so talented at these shows. They work so hard to make them something, and the venue is letting them down. I do have to say, though, the performer that performed the song Creep in the show, he was phenomenal. He has a great voice. And the only thing about this show is, one, because of your vantage point, because we were down on deck 6. We were down on deck 6, so that was like the ground level. Because you're not at an elevated vantage point, it's really hard to take in the whole show from where you are. You can only concentrate really on one area, and the show didn't have any type of storyline, which I find is like a common occurrence in Carnival productions. Is there's not really a storyline, it's just singing and dancing. Mind you, this was singing and dancing with some acrobatics, but again, it was just singing and dancing with no storyline to follow, but with really talented performers. I don't want to knock the performers at all. They work very hard. They're really talented. But yeah, Carnival, I know you tried. You probably are doing this to try to compete with the Aqua Theater on Royal Caribbean and the Broadway style shows on other cruise ships, but I know I'm not the first one to say the flaws with Center Stage, because I've seen other YouTubers say the same thing. But tomorrow is Costa Maya Day, so I will take you guys for a tour around the Costa Maya cruise port so you can know what to expect when you go there. I've never been to Costa Maya before, so this is going to be a first for me. So we're going to be finding out what it goes along with this port together. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys tomorrow in Costa Maya. Bye.